Have our engineer, JD King.
It won't take 15 minutes. You want to have somebody else first?
Oh, okay. Go ahead, and Chris. You want to talk?
You say this move.
What's that?
They say this move.
All right. Gotcha. No, I won't be talking 15 minutes.
We might ask lots of
We
questions.
might get 5 out of this.
Talk slowly.
Yeah. Chris Falk, Savings Group, Site Superintendent for your Page County Law Enforcement Center. Things are progressing out there quite nicely. The concrete crew's out, getting the driveway formed up. I think Thursday is that, or
They're gonna
they'll start down the hill
Okay.
and or in the driveway, the first half of it anyway. Crane Construction has been out and did all the site prep for that drive, so we are ready to go. The state got the tube installed a couple weeks ago, so that whole drive will be concrete here within the next couple of weeks, I would anticipate, weather dependent. So it stays dry. We got the gas is to the building. We actually have natural gas that'll go through the meter now, so we're all hooked up, ready to go. So that's a good.
We got good news on that too. I'll reiterate that in a minute.
Yep, that's what I heard. So, so once we get the plumbers are now hooking up the main gas, they have all the gas in the building done, so they're pressure testing everything. Then they'll hook to the meter and then they'll unlock the meter and we're ready for cold weather. So, that's a good deal. All the plumbing's pretty much done. They're doing some odds and ends this week, and then they're gonna start setting fixtures in some of the bathrooms that they can. We're gonna have to wait on some flooring to get done before we can do it back in the jail. Detention frames are installed in the jail itself. They're just doing detailing. I would anticipate all the detailing, welding and grinding should be done end of this week. And then we have a few more door frames to set and booking detention frames there. And then that'll all be done. The grouters are on site today. They're grouting in door frames and getting ready to grout the big day room detention frames. And HVAC is working diligently around the jail, putting up all the VAVs and the rooftops. And I think next week we'll look at startup of those units, rooftop units, air handlers, makeup air on the dispatch side next week. So we could look at maybe conditioning some of the building with the units that we have. Electrical is very busy. They're trying to get the fire alarm finished up. They're trying to help with getting the security roughed in and in place. And they're waiting on some lighting controls, but they have lit up some of the building with permanent lighting. So that's moving along. Ceiling grid guy showed up again today. So they start back in. They had some of it done in detention, some of the ceiling grid. Now they're moving towards in non-detention. Now they're moving towards the detention side and going to start some of the metal ceiling that has to go up in those areas. Painter will be on site tomorrow. He will start in detention and start prepping those walls, doing some block fill, and then priming and painting frames and the detention walls. So things are progressing quite nicely. So we're still holding off on doing some of the finished flooring up in the non-detention side, which would be dispatch side, just because we still have a lot of activity and I'm not willing to put the floor down yet until we get less traffic through there, which probably in about another 2 weeks, there'll be a lot less traffic going in that building. So
to get the hinges on the front doors.
Yeah.
So you got it, so they're not flapping.
We've secured them, but no,
Okay.
They haven't got the closures on them yet.
Okay.
I want the closures on them so that They're not just,
I knew you had that on your notes, so.
yeah, I wanted those secured,
Yep.
brand new doors. I don't need them moving in the wind.
No.
And it's pretty windy up on the hill.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
other than that, I mean, it's a busy site, so.
Yeah. The, as far as the gas is concerned, we paid for that line. We paid a little over $44,000 in, February. It's gonna be 35,000, about 35,000 less approximately. So we're gonna get a new bill for either $9,000 or $10,000. So yeah, nice. We'll take that.
Yep. Yeah. that
That's a
was good news.
win-win.
Yep.
Yep.
That was good news, so.
Yes.
Good.
Anyway,
Any other
Out there
questions?
Friday, it looked good.
yeah, I
I
drove
was out there
down.
Friday, it looked really nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming along.
It's amazing how much has changed, so.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's back in attention. It's very, very busy. Everybody's stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's coming along quite nicely.
I drove down around noon today just to see if they'd started pouring the concrete. So I saw it was all smoothed out and
Yeah,
ready
he's
to
got
go.
forms up and he's gonna
So,
pour
yeah.
the first half down the hill first. And then he'll do the second half down the hill. And then we'll let that sit. And then in a week, he'll come back and do it take it from the curve out to the highway. And they'll do that in one pour. So access into there will be limited. So if you decide to go out and visit,
Don't
you
drive
might
through
be
the
able to drive,
concrete.
yeah, drive through the new concrete, please. No, it will be limited out there.
Okay,
And I'll try to keep you informed when that is.
yeah.
Once I get definite dates.
Just amazing how fast it's going. So, yeah.
It's getting there. We got a little ways to go, but we're
I
getting there,
know.
so.
Well, you're doing a good job. Thank you,
Okay.
Chris.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Don't you want to elongate this a little more?
No.
No.
I'm done.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right, Michelle, why don't we go ahead with you?
Stay anyway.
Huh? He's got, well, you can, JD, you can start your update
I stay.
before you,
She went first, I mean, we can start after.
okay, all right, Go ahead. go ahead. Yeah,
Michelle Spinagle, Director of the Conservation Board. I'm just here to ask for fiscal sponsorship for the rest of the fiscal year instead of, we had done it specifically for a grant last time. I guess we shouldn't probably do that anymore. Maybe do it for the whole fiscal year so it's easier on you guys too.
Okay.
Once we get it and we get things signed, then I don't have to bother you guys again about it. So if we
So-
can just do it for the rest of fiscal year 25 and 26, and then I'll come back to you in July and do it again for the next fiscal year.
okay, so we'll just actually, we're done with 25, so
Mhm.
we'll just finish out 26.
Yep,
And then July 1, we
I'll
can,
come and
you
I'll
can
do it
come back
again.
again, yeah.
And that's just
Yeah.
giving
For any-
permission to you.
to-
Any
to apply for
Because
grants.
I apply for several every year. This one specifically will get me for the Clarinda Foundation one.
It's just basically support for any grants that you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's,
And it's just in case any more do, because I know there's a couple more that come open this, I think it's yet this month, later this month. So then that kind of covers it. I don't gotta bug you again about it.
Okay.
Maybe just get your signature and that would be it.
Isn't the foundation grant due soon?
No, not till June.
Oh, not till June,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yep.
okay. Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and, do I hear a motion?
yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve the physical sponsorship for all grant writing for fiscal year 26.
Second.
All in favor?
I,
Do you
Okay.
wanna sign it now, Judy, or just after the meeting? It's
Oh,
up to you.
I can go ahead and sign it now.
Okay.
Couple of things that. I want a phone number and an email there,
Okay, yeah.
and then
Do I want a signature?
this one is the signature at the bottom, you'll fill out that,
Okay.
and then that's why. I didn't know if you want to do it now, or-
You want a date on here?
Yeah.
This is my personal one because I'm in the process of getting the other one on.
I can fill out yours too.
Okay.
You want a copy?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, now JD. I'm gonna try it.
Ready?
Yep.
Good afternoon, JD King, Page County Engineer. It's a good day in Page County.
Yes.
The engineer update went out yesterday morning, Monday morning. I was occupied in the afternoon with different matters. The blades are out in all the districts. Bladen Road, as opposed to taking care of rock that's being placed. We have our trucks are hauling rock. The pipe crew is working down on 320th Street, putting together a concrete, taking out a concrete pipe, replacing it with metal. They'll be next going to Q Avenue north of town here. There's 3 pipes that are bad on that stretch, so they'll just camp there and work all 3 of those. The spray patcher's working. They were over in Hollyville the other day. And so some of that's taken care of.
Thank you.
I need a phone number.
Oh, okay.
I got some other information for the,
A
First
phone
one.
number for them?
yes.
Okay.
We're mowing, we have 2 mowers, on hard surface and pavements right now. We're also pulling the magnet. We've been down south, so I think he's pulling the magnet up north and getting some debris. Not, sometimes we do that when there's been complaints. People are picking up nails or screws in their tires. We're just doing this because we haven't pulled the magnet in quite some time. Seems early, but the first application of dust control is coming on Thursday. So it'll be ahead of some of the graduation parties. We get requests or get complaints about dust on graduation parties, so that's why seems a little earlier than sometimes. But, before that, it was pretty dry. Motor grader number 2 is in for a service. Our radio vendor, Electronic Engineering's been working on a pickup in the shop. Truck tractors in Omaha. They have a high performance or a high capacity air compressor was part of the trouble with using the belly dump. The sign truck is in St. Joe. Ooh, it's not ready for us yet. They found some things that need fixed. So we were gonna go down and see it on Friday. I am not certain that that's a good date. And we got another load of road oil in this morning. J53 stabilization and seal coat project tentatively scheduled to start in July. We've been doing the paperwork on that and other regular project development matters. Yorktown bridges, Redwood bridges, others, and you'll see some of the stuff we're working on in the 5-year program. That public hearing's due to start at 4:15. Should start once I'm done here.
I've got 4:15 by my watch.
I do have some concerns about a road petition policy. Basically, the policy has two scenarios for the engineer's consideration. It's the road is fit to surface in the condition it's in, or it's not fit to put rock on it in the condition it's in and requires work. They elaborate on what happens when the engineer has determined it's suitable for rock, but it doesn't have any language talking about what happens or who pays for when it's not suitable for rock in the present condition. And that's
Something we need to discuss.
something we need to discuss.
Okay,
If you could turn in your notes to the Windstream permit. This is Windstream on the backside of Shamball. They're putting in fiber. I need a motion to approve a utility permit for that project.
okay, do I hear a motion to approve the Windstream utility permit?
Make a motion to approve Windstream utility permit.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
Okay,
You start the public hearing.
okay. It's 4:17, and we will open the public hearing for the 2027 county 5-year program. You want to explain that? Yeah.
So we have, you're not gonna vote on that or anything.
Do what?
You don't have to. You could,
I guess
you have,
we can open a public hearing and do a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we open the public hearing for secondary roads.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you. We have two items to discuss. The tabulation of the 5-year program is each project has its own line and there's details about it and which, but more appropriate or a more interesting thing is the map. And there's the map and we have a presentation. Compliments of one of my right-hand guys, Nick Hire. I asked him to get some pictures for me and put it in a presentation. And this is what I got, very informative, I believe. And here we go. Next. This is 2027, you guys can read, so I won't read. But this is a project. Hopefully we'll get let later this fall. We're in the process of acquiring right-of-way easements for fiscal year 2027. Next. This is a grant-funded bridge to the tune of $1.3 million, Redwood Avenue over at the Neely branch. The mid-AMS overhead electric 345 kV is the challenge, and it's underneath. The south abutment is underneath the overhead wires. You can see the big H structure there.
Yeah.
Next,
How old is that bridge? Do you know?
I don't know, but it's in the abutments are in bad shape due to corrosion.
Yeah, okay.
This is our standard hard surface road, cement stabilized base, seal coat surface. And we're gonna take this all the way up to the Coburg Road, which includes a mile in Montgomery County. I've spoken with the Montgomery County engineer several times. We'll do the work, or we'll include it in our plans. And when the project's done, Montgomery County will write our farm to market account a check, and we'll connect up Page County to the Coburg Road, which is a benefit to the traveling public. Next. This is one of 3 bridges on 170th Street. It's on a farm to market route. It's not in horrible shape, but it can be replaced. And here's some of the thought process behind that. In Page County, between 1950 and 1965, Page County built 45 bridges. In other words, each year they built 3 bridges every year. We can't build 3 bridges every year. So there's a big glut of bridges this age, and we can't replace them all at the same time. So we start getting one here and there in that group. Next. Culvert on F Avenue is planned for this. This is the only structure between Iowa 2 and J52 on this road. So with one bridge replacement, we can make sure that whole road's able to handle legal loads. So we picked that one. Next. Culvert down on C Avenue, just south of 280th. Quarter mile up the road on 280th itself. This stream has a twin inlet and a single outlet. It's a hybrid culvert design, and the outlet is less than a 12 by 12 culvert box. So we can, instead of this 150-foot bridge, we can put in a 12 by 12 culvert. Next. This is a bridge on the curve on the Nyman Road. Next. And this is the bridge on the S curve on C Avenue. They call it South Z Road, and it's over the West Tark. Next is the final bridge on 170th, a second bridge on 170th. With there's 3 bridges in that stretch between Redwood and M56. This is the second bridge out of the 3 that we plan to work on. That concludes the presentation. Questions from me?
Soon when we're replacing these bridges, we're making them wider and able to handle heavier equipment?
Yes.
Are they increasing? Okay.
It'll handle legal loads. They've updated this bridge standards recently also that we use.
Okay.
Any other questions? We'll need to close the public hearing. I hear a motion.
Motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, closed at 4:25.
Thank you.
Now we need to take a
Adopt the program.
Now we need a motion to adopt the secondary roads 5-year program for DOT.
Make a motion that we adopt the secondary roads 5-year program.
Second.
All in favor?
I,
Aye. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Yeah,
And we do this every year, you know, there'll be changes to this. There could be changes to this.
okay,
Not in stone, we do this every year, we do amendments and revisions as they come up that are, if they're needed.
could you make us copies for that?
Sure can.
Okay. I'd like one anyway.
yeah, that's nice.
Okay,
Tell Nick you did a good job.
yeah, Nick did a great job. Okay. Okay, our next item is board communication. Let's see, I filled in for Todd last week for EMA and E911. Very interesting meetings. That was Thursday. I had an interagency meeting at noon today. No, 11 o'clock, sorry. 11 a.m. A lot of frustration, among those who were there. As far as what HHS has done. And not providing services that are necessary for people in the mental health, not only adults, but starting with children and moving up. So a lot of frustration that way. JD, do we need signatures on that? Okay. Okay, then I had a wellness meeting at 2:30 this afternoon. That pertains to, the information we receive and give to our, to ISAC as far as our, insurance is concerned, our health insurance, and we have a number of people that have participated in, several of the, things that, the wellness things that are required, that keep our wellness or keep our
Insurance low.
insurance
Yep.
premiums low.
Yep.
So, people are, they have till the end of the year to do some things till, and are doing very well at this point. So that's a good thing. Okay, the other thing, Kristen has given us, information on our budget amendment. And you can just take your time and peruse that, but it's a lot of, let me run some things by. Okay, on the pages, we have sheriff, budget amendments for training the new jail systems, which we're going to be doing with, both the jailers and the, dispatchers, and for, additional wages. For civil training, we have revenue coming in for sale of a truck and also, for a grant that was received for $10,000. We're, amending the jail to be spent mostly, in this fiscal year. We have sheriff canine and canine donations coming in. We have, possible lost money used for unbudgeted jail expenses, although I don't know that it's gonna be that. We have conservation grants that have, that are being spent and also having grants coming in. We have the new server that we discussed for $40,000. We have opioid money that we have spent that we need to amend. We have the county farm tax and the Shan building tax that we had to pay for the property taxes. We have pass-throughs for the fair board, a revenue coming in and an expense. We have, the roof expenses, what we've had to pay for Farnsworth as our architect, and then the roof money that has come in as, revenue and the money that will be going out for the roof also. We have juvenile emergency, services fund that was put in the wrong pot, and it's just gonna be a journal entry. The secondary roads, that's the biggest one, that we had. The largest part of that was the $932,000 that we got from, Mid-American. And then, paying back for the different things that were done. So, it looks like a huge budget amendment, but we have, revenue coming in, that's supporting it, as well as what we have covering with the insurance and the jail. So that's just, we'll be having a hearing on it, but it's just, informational things that Kristen had. So, is there anything else for board communication?
Just our ISAC meeting tomorrow.
Oh, that's true. We do
Yep.
have tomorrow. Yes, we have, ISAC is coming tomorrow, the Iowa State Association of Counties. They're doing a 99 county tour. And they will be coming to the courthouse tomorrow afternoon. It's just, hi to everybody and, just trying to visit every county and seeing what's going on and so we'll welcome them. Okay, our next item is to discuss, an action on approval of claims.
Make a motion to approve claims.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And to discuss and take action on the meeting minutes from last week, the 28th of April, I believe.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as stated.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Anything else? Okay, if nothing else, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, 4:33.